on. Hey, I thought this was supposed to be a quiet family doers after the stadium.
My favourite songs, we used to sing it to each other when we were cold. Well, anyway, we've been married 25 years today. And it's lovely to see you all here joining in our little celebration. Thank you all for coming in. And thank you for the lovely presents.
Oh, give us a smile, eh? Give us a smile.
That is drunk.
Right then. Now then, my little flowers. You enjoying yourself, eh? It's not a bad do, is it?
Aye, don't have proud, don't have proud.
No, it's been really great, Dad.
You coming back when you've got the family up, eh?
Yeah, depends what the boss says. Oh, hey, all right, yes, I'm coming, yes.
Hey, do you see what your bought us?
Hey, yeah?
It's canny, that, isn't it?
Hey, let's have a picture of the lot of you, shall we?
Right.
Right. Away, move in.
How are? Big smile for your granda, how are?
Closer.
That's it, how are? Smile.
Right, hold it.
Get them off the table, man.
They're finished. What's up?
Oh, it's 5 nights on the trot. I'm never going to be able to manage all these when I've got nappies and everything else to contend with.
I've told you, man, stop fussing, she'll stop doing it. Well, what you still doing your dressing gown, Howie, up here? Shouldn't you be ready for school, pet, eh?
Your appointment's at 12:10. There's no point in taking it.
It looks like it's just you and me today, son.
Leave me trick money.
How much?
£1.50.
Very quick, Linda.
There's 2 £1 coins in the television licence tin. You'll have to take that. And I want the change, mind.
Howie, pet. Come on, use a smile. Got your face?
Hey, get off with you. Eat those cornflakes, mind.
I didn't even hear our Graham get up for work this morning. He'll be in a right stinking mood when he gets home, because I didn't pack his sarnies up.
You'll be getting the sack, mind. Hey, you haven't got any spare line, have you? I've had to put all our sheets into wash again.
Why, yes, pop around and I'll stick the kettle on.
I haven't got time this morning. I might pop round later, though.
Hey, did you leave before all that carry-on started last night?
What carry-on?
Well, you know that friend of your mum's? Well, she was having a right go with, you know, what's her name from the greengrocers?
I thought there was something going on.
Hey, Linda, what the hell's going on? There's bloody water on the kitchen floor.
Oh, that bloody machine.
It's all your fault for keeping us gathered.
Hey, why don't you mop it up? You paralysed or something.
Been sucking acid drops this morning, have you?
Hey, watch it, or you'll get that peg bag round your head.
Oh, is that a promise?
How long have you got to go?
7 weeks.
The last few weeks is always the worst.
Jamie Woods, room 2.
Oh, this is bloody ridiculous.
What time was your appointment for?
12:10.
I thought I was bad. Mine was for 1:45.
Well, I'm usually straight in and out.
Maybe they've got a new doctor on.
Excuse me. Can you tell us if Sarah Unwin's been called, please?
You're next in.
Her appointment was for 12:10, you know.
Well, we're running a bit late.
We're not getting at you, pet, but it's pretty hard sitting about when you're expecting.
I know, I'm sorry. It's been like this for weeks. Oh, you're in there, room 1.
Sarah, come on, we're in now. Hurry up.
And how's she been over the last 3 months?
Well, she's been all right, haven't you? She's still wet in the bed, though.
But no infections?
No.
Well, the urine sample's nice and clear today, anyway. Right. Come on then, Sarah. You just pop onto the scales and we'll see if you're catching up to your mummy. Could you just take her jacket off for me?
I was wondering if there was anything you could give her to stop her wet in the bed. I wouldn't be so bothered, but with a baby doing that. Come on, Sarah, don't be so silly. He's only going to weigh you, for heaven's sake.
Don't want to.
Come on, Sarah. You've had this done before, haven't you?
She just puts it on.
There we are. Now then.
she gained?
It's about the same, really. There we are. That wasn't too bad, was it? Okay. I'd like my colleague to have a quick look at her, if you don't mind.
Well, what for?
Nothing's wrong. It's just that she's been coming here a while now, and I'd like a second opinion, that's all. It's nothing to worry about.
Well, shall I make her another appointment, then?
No, I don't think there's any need for that. I'm sure we'll manage something this afternoon.
Bastard. I've not won yet.
Stevie, your lass is on the phone.
Jesus Christ.
Is it going to have a name? Not Tiddles. Not Tiddles. Anything but Tiddles. Ah, now this is Dr. Allen. She's got a little girl just like you.
Hello. That's a great big bag, isn't it? It's like you're everywhere with you. My little girl's got a bag just like that. Do you go to school? Do you like it? You're going to tell me what your name is?
Sarah Unwin.
It's a lovely name. Do you want to come with me, Sarah? And we'll go round there, past that little curtain. Come on. Through here. All this.
Where's Mum?
She's stuck in a hospital while Sarah must be giving her a good going over, yeah?
Who's going to make tea?
Well, you peel the spuds and I'll crack the eggs.
I'll crack the eggs and you can peel the spuds.
Sorry, this is Dr. Allen.
Hello, Mrs. Almond. I've just examined Sarah.
Well, she keeps wetting the bed, that's all. She stopped doing it, then she started again, and it's nearly every night now.
And how long does she stop for?
Well, she went a couple of months without doing it, and she got another one of those infections, and that started her off again.
Well, what we'd like to do is to keep Sarah in hospital overnight and do a couple of tests in the morning, if that's all right.
What sort of tests?
Well,
It's really nothing to get alarmed about. It's just that she's had a history of urinary tract infections, and we'd like to check that everything's all right now. It's for observation more than anything.
You said her sample was clear?
It is.
it's just to make sure that we haven't missed anything, really.
I thought you like my chips.
I do when you get them from the chip shop.
Cheeky little bugger, you can do the washing up for that.
I'm not doing that, Pan.
Yes, you are. I did the cooking, right? You can get the Brillo pan out and put some elbow grease into it.
You burnt it. You should clean it.
Hey, we'll have less of your lip if you don't mind, right? Oh, hey, man, she's here. Hello, Pat.
Kept her in.
What for?
They said observation, whatever that means.
Well, I'll get it sorted. Either burn it. I bet she screamed the place down, did you?
She never batted an eyelid.
Well, what do they want with her?
Some tests, they said.
Well, what kind of tests?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Well, in future, mind, if she doesn't eat her dinner up, you don't give her any sweets, right?
I thought I'd get the blame son.
Well, you're bloody stupid with her sometimes.
Well, a few sweets never hurt anybody. Man, did the James, eh?
Don't ask me.
God, my feet are killing us.
Just you sit there, Pet. Me and James have made us some tea, haven't we, James, eh?
You won't like it.
Yeah.
Told you.
Feels funny not having her here. I expect she'll be loving every minute of it. Having all the nurses chasing around after her. I'll buy her a present.
I haven't got any money for presents, Steve.
I'm buying her a present.
I need a decent washer.
I'll buy her a decent washer and all.
Don't know what with.
Well, that's my problem, isn't it?
And you broke me best pan, you sod. What did you put it in the fridge for?
Because I am frightened to death of you. You wicked woman.
Oh, get off, will you? Leave us alone.
Get off. Leave us alone. Your mum said that was what you wanted.
I brought you Bobo as well.
Just a minute, what do I get for giving you a present? Yeah, that's better. I bet you didn't even miss us, did you?
I brought you slippers and your dressing gown just in case.
Oh, I should be coming home.
I'm sorry, but you can't go now. I just wanted to have a quick word with the doctor.
Well, the doctor's very busy at the moment.
Has she said anything about when Sarah can come home?
Oh, I think they're still doing tests.
Or when they're going to be finished?
I wouldn't know.
That dolly ready for a bath now, then? All right, take your dress off, eh? It's a pretty dress, isn't it? Have you got one like this? It's got strawberries on it. I'll try and bring another dress in like that. We see what we've got at home. Whoops. Now, into the bath with her. Is the water all right? It's not too cold. Yeah? Do that. Give her a good wash all over. Now do something about that face. It's filth. Look at it. Oh, that's better. That's better. Now you dry her. Just like Daddy dries you. All right?
I can't get hold of the magistrate. He's not in, or at least he's not answering his phone. Would it be better to leave it until tomorrow now?
I could do it first thing in the morning.
Have you? What, like that?
I thought they were a bit offish with us at the hospital, that's all.
Well, they've got a lot on.
I might stay with her tomorrow. Said I could.
You do what you like. She seemed to be all right, though.
Well, I think I'd feel better if I was with her.
I should be home tomorrow.
Look, I'm off to bed, right? Put the ironing board away for us, will you?
Right then, off we go again.
Steve. Steve. Someone at the door, Steve.
All right. All right, for Christ's sake, man, I heard you. I can hear you, I'm not deaf, you know.
Mr. Stephen Unwin.
Is there a fire or something?
I'm sorry we woke you.
You tried hard enough.
I'm Janice Owen, and this is my colleague, Richard Bennett.
What the bloody hell do you want, man, this time of night?
We're from social services.
Yes?
Would it be possible to come inside? It's a bit difficult to talk out here.
Who is it, Steve?
Yeah, I had better come in. Howie, go back to bed, pet.
It might be best if your wife was here.
Huh?
Is it me, Mum?
We're from social services.
Oh, what do you want?
Do you know what time it is?
We've come to collect James, take him to the hospital with us.
It's a joke, or
But
what?
Sarah that's in the hospital, she's the one who's been wet in the bed. There's nothing wrong with James.
The doctor would like to see him.
What doctor?
Dr. Allen.
I can just go back and tell you Dr. Annie bloody can't. Who the hell does he think he is this time of
No,
night?
I'm sorry, but it's standard procedure in these cases.
What cases?
Well, the doctor has reason to believe that Sarah has been sexually abused. Look, I'm sorry to have to say it like this.
Get out!
I'm sorry, but we're not leaving without James.
Get out of my house!
You'll be able to see him in the morning.
Listen, if you don't get out of my house, I'll have fucking well throw you, all right?
We have 2 place of safety orders signed by
I
the
don't
magistrate,
give
which in
a
effect
damn.
removes your parental
If
rights.
we don't take him, the police will have to take him, by force if necessary.
I don't believe this is happening.
Oh, look, you can see what this is doing to my wife. Hold on.
Look, we don't enjoy this. No one wants to take a child away from its parents.
Listen. I'll tell you what. I'll bring him down to the hospital myself first thing tomorrow. How's that?
I'm sorry, we have to take James with us now. It's the child's safety we're concerned
But
with.
who the hell's going to hurt him? He's been fast asleep in bed since 9
You're
o'clock,
making
man.
it very difficult.
Yeah,
for
damn
us.
right I'm making it difficult. Now, you listen here. You come here in the middle of the friggin' night telling me 5-year-old daughter's been sexually abused and you want to take my son away. How the hell do you expect us to react, for Christ's sake?
I suggest you let us take James with us. You can visit the hospital in the morning. I'm sure you'll have a chance to talk everything over fully with Dr. Allen. Now, do you want me to take him, or do you want a policeman to wake him up?
I can't believe this.
Which bedroom's he in? James, wake up.
Dad, what's up?
It's all right, James. I'm Richard, and this is Janice. We've come to take you to the hospital to see your sister.
Where's me mum?
She's all right. She's downstairs. She's with your dad.
Is me mum coming?
She'll see you in the morning. Where are your clothes?
I'm having clean on tomorrow. I'm going on school trip.
Hope you get there. Janice.
Leave below.
Let's stop it. It's worse. Linda, that's crazy. I'm fighting the kid, man.
Calm down. Shh. You all right?
Oh, okay.
I'll be all right, Mum.
I'm sorry.
Shh. Look, they've made a mistake, that's all, Pet. They just made a mistake. Shh. I'll sort everything out. Everything's gonna be all right. Shh. Don't worry.
I take it you're Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Please, sit down.
Is the doctor coming?
This is Dr. Allen.
I see. Well, will you be able to tell us what's been going on then? You dragged my son from out of his bed in the middle of the night.
I'm sorry it was so late, Mr. Unwin. We have been trying to get hold of a magistrate for some time. We don't make a habit of taking children from their beds.
I should bloody well hope not. Now, your lady friend here mentioned he was supposed to be in some sort of danger. Just exactly who was he supposed to be in danger from?
We're not quite sure.
Oh, you're not quite sure, but you thought you'd drag him out of his bed anyway, did you?
Look, we realise how difficult this must be for you.
Oh, do you? Oh.
We've reason to believe that your daughter Sarah has been sexually abused.
What reason?
Well, it's quite difficult for me to explain.
Well, you better try, hadn't you?
Just continue. We do a very simple examination, which we call the reflex anal dilation test.
Hang on a minute.
Now,
what's that supposed to mean?
Well, when Sarah was examined, her anal sphincter was found to be...
I think you'd better get an interpreter in, because this woman's a bit thick, if you ask me. Do you not speak plain English?
Steve, sit down, will you?
When Sarah's bottom was held apart, her anus opened in a way that suggests she's been penetrated. Do you understand?
She was also very sore around her...
That's from wetting the bed.
The bedwetting and the excessive...
Now, just hold on.
...are also signs.
I wet the bed till I was 7 years old, and nobody sexually abused me. And another thing I want to know is who gives you the right to go looking at my daughter's backside? Did you ask my permission to do that? Did you ask my wife's permission to do that? Did you ask our Sarah's permission? Yes, you bloody well did. I know my rights.
With a history of this type of ailment is now routinely checked.
Well, it's funny, because the first I've heard of it.
Oh, look, she's been coming here for 2 years now. Nobody's ever said anything like this before.
You have to accept that your daughter has been sexually abused, and that's why she's not thriving properly.
James was like that. He didn't start to come on till he started school.
Yes, well, we haven't examined James.
No, you're not bloody well going away
But
there.
there is a possibility.
Look, nothing's inserted. It's a visual examination.
You're not bloody well touching him. Look, I still cannot work out what he's doing here in the first place. What has it got to do with James if it's our Sarah that's got the problem?
When we find one child in the family that has been sexually abused, more often than not, the other children show signs of sexual abuse also.
So what you're saying is, it's someone in the family that's doing it. I mean, that's what you're saying, aren't you?
Surely you would want to know if your son has been sexually abused, Mr. Allen. Unless, of course, you already know the answer.
Are you saying I've done it? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not accusing anybody at this stage. I just don't understand why you're objecting so strongly to James being examined. It's a perfectly simple, straightforward examination.
You are not going anywhere near my son. All right?
Please, Mr. Unwin, we've got to get this sorted out.
Look, for heaven's sake, let them do it. The sooner we get it sorted out, the sooner we'll get them back. And if it doesn't hurt, it doesn't matter.
Don't you think he's been hurt enough? Man, the lad won't know whether he's bloody coming or going. Drag him out of his bed in the middle of bloody night, man.
Just keep calm, eh?
All right.
I'd like to ask a few questions, if I can. How often is Sarah bathed?
Every day at the moment, with her wetting the bed and that. It's just as easy to give her a bath as a good wash down.
What's all this got to do with it?
And who supervises bath time?
Well, we both do.
Together, or do you take it in turns?
Well, sometimes I do and sometimes he does. It just depends what we're doing. Steve mainly dries her. Well, since I've been like this, she's too heavy for us to lift out the bath.
And you asked him to do this?
Just what are you getting at?
Why don't you lift Sarah out of the bath and then let your wife dry her?
You're not right in the head. You're cracked, man! I'm getting me kids out of here.
Mr. Unwin.
Come on! I'm not stopping here, right? Where are they? James? James? James?
You can't do that.
You just bloody well watch it. Sarah? 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 I've moved her. Right, where are they? You're not getting away with this. I'm going to find them, you understand? I'll find them, don't you worry. What? Hey! Sarah! James! Sarah? Sarah? Sarah! You see the little gun go through that? Go Sarah.
Mr. Unwin, please, calm down.
Where are they? Hey, you! Where are they? Where are the beds?
They're not here, Mr. Unwin. They're with short-term foster parents.
You liar!
No, that can't be.
They've taken me beds. They've taken me bloody beds, man!
No, look, Stud, you can do all the shooting you want outside. Oh, yeah, let's be honest.
I'm not going nowhere without my beds, you understand?
Look, the doctor's just told him on the here.
They're my beds. They've taken me beds away, man. Listen, I'm not going nowhere without the bloody arm. I'll get rid of this. I know my beds, you understand me? I know my beds.
Right.
I didn't do it.
What's that on for?
Does it bother you? You can turn it off if you like. What other games do you play with your dad?
We play football sometimes on the field.
Do you like that?
It's all right.
Does your dad ever want to play games that you don't like? Nobody's going to get into trouble, James.
We haven't eaten. Shall I get us a sandwich?
Why not?
I thought I'd do you pie. It's as easy to do two as it is to do one. I got the meat from the top. It's a bit dearer, but it's nice and lean, and I know that I thought I'd just wash these few things through while I was waiting. Every little helps, doesn't it? Bah, you need some of that fabric conditioner, though. These have all milled up. I know it goes on. Your Aunt Gladys once told us that your great-uncle Bill had interfered with her. I never knew what to think. He'd been buried 15 years before she told us. He didn't do it, Mom.
What are you doing?
Packing my case.
What?
But when I go in,
We'll have to get a solicitor.
I haven't got the money to start paying for a solicitor.
I'll have to find some money then, won't I?
Told me, Mum.
I expect that means the whole estate will know by now.
She won't say anything.
What did you say?
Not much.
Linda, it's me.
Oh, Christ!
Okay, Steve, I'm coming down.
What's been going on?
Nothing. Nothing's been going on.
That's not what I've been hearing. Hey, I'm bloody amazed to see you here, lad. Ah, you need hide behind her and all.
Oh, Dad, don't.
I'm not hiding behind nobody.
I don't know how you dare show your face here. You want a bloody good hiding, that's what you want.
You better shut your mouth. I'm telling you, right? I haven't touched him, for Christ's sake.
Hey, Steve!
I got on, that's right. Just push me out the way. Wouldn't matter to the likes of you, would it? Anybody do that to a little band do anything? You see what he did? Push me out the way. That's the type of man you were married to.
I had to tell him. I was that upset.
I should bloody well think you did tell me. I've got a right to know. She's me grandbairn. Me only granddaughter, bless her. And that bastard's ruined her.
Dad,
Ruined her
please,
little
man,
life.
he didn't do it. Why did you let him tell you?
Why is them doctors gone round saying he has done it then? Doctors don't go around saying that for the fun of it. They know what they're doing to qualified people. Only you're the weaker system, well, he's too good to be true, that fella. They in this for the bands, they in that for the bands. He's always with them. It's not natural.
Will you shut up, man?
Well, the blokes isn't like that, aye, well. No one know what it was all about, don't we?
Dad, will you please go home? Just go home.
I was 10 years younger, I'd give you a right thrashing. That's what you want. Bloody walking over you, filthy pervert. I'll kill you, Come on.
He's not
Just
really
shut up,
doesn't
man.
know
Shut
what
up.
he's saying.
How do you think I feel?
We've never had nothing like this in our family. We've been a clean, honest family. We've treated you like a son, and this is the thanks we get. You've ruined us. That's what you've done. I hope you're satisfied.
Oh, Dad, man, just shut up. You've said enough.
I cannot hold me head up in the street. I can't do in the club.
Oh, man, Dad!
I don't think you realise, Linda. It's gonna be with you, me, and all our family for the rest of our lives.
Jesus! Oh, I wish you'd shut your bloody big mouth, man!
Let's take him home, will you?
I'm going nowhere till I've said what I've got to say.
Piss off, will you? Just piss off back to your own house!
This is my daughter's house and all, mate. If you had a scrap of moral decency, you'd piss off and never show your face here again.
Will you just stop your shouting?
All this is going to make her poorly. That baby will be born deformed.
Do you want some water?
No, I'm all right. I think I must have put a tea out there. I can't remember. I want to see me kids, Mum. Of course you do, Pet. You wouldn't be normal if you didn't. I know, Pet, I know. I think they'll be all right. Of course they will. They'll just think they've gone on a little holiday. They'll be back getting under your feet before you know it. You'll see. Who wants a cup of tea? You got some more milk?
For God's sake, woman, stop fussing.
She wants a cup of tea and I need some milk.
There's some sterilised in the fridge. I'm off out.
Right, you can stop it now.
Can I come in?
If you want.
Is your husband in?
No, he's not. I haven't seen him for a couple of days now. He's having to get things sorted out.
Would it be all right to sit down? Has he said anything to you?
He's got nothing to say. He didn't do it. He wouldn't do it. I know he wouldn't. He loves them.
Even fathers who have admitted abusing their children said they did it because they loved them. Look, I haven't come here to upset you. I'm here to try and establish what's happened, that's all. I'm trying to help, believe me. I've just been to see James and Sarah this morning.
Are they all right?
Yes, they're fine. They've settled quite well. The foster parents have 3 children of their own, so they know what they're doing.
Well, how long are they going to have to stay there?
Until we can establish who's responsible for what's happened. Look, I'm sorry, but we can't allow them back before we know. We can't afford to take the risk. But I can arrange for you to see them. Would you like me to do that? Look, the last thing we want to do is keep your children away from you. We all want what's best for them. Do you think your husband would talk to us?
No.
Perhaps if you talk to him.
You don't know him.
Look, I just want to ask a few questions, that's all. Or perhaps you can help me. Was everything all right between you two before all this started? Did you enjoy a normal sort of sex life, do you think?
It depends what you call normal.
Look, I'm sorry if this is a bit embarrassing, but it could help. Did you make love with your husband on a regular basis? Say, a couple of times a week?
Sometimes we do. Sometimes we go ages without doing it.
I see. And when you did have sex, was it normal, regular sort of sex, or was it... Well, did your husband ever want you to do things that you don't particularly enjoy doing?
Well, it depends what sort of thing you mean.
Well, Sarah was anally abused. Does your husband have any preferences of that sort?
Look, I've been married to him for nearly 9 years. I reckon we've done it just about every way there is.
I see. James was examined yesterday by Dr. Allen. He also shows signs of sexual abuse.
I can't believe that. He would have told us.
Children don't always tell. For all sorts of reasons. They feel guilty, or they feel they have to protect someone. Or they're simply frightened of the consequences of telling.
I can't believe it.
Sarah has said certain things about her father during our play sessions.
You mean about him drying her when she's been in the bath?
Other things as well, like he puts cream on her bottom.
Well, of course he does. She gets sore from wetting the bed.
And he does that in her bedroom?
Well, that's where all her stuff's kept.
Sarah knows things that other 5-year-old little girls don't know. She's sexually aware.
That's since she started going to play school.
Oh, Linda. Both James and Sarah have been sexually abused. Sarah has indicated to us who that person is. Do you think it possible that your husband could have sexually abused your children?
Steve? What?
Where have you been?
She's been round, isn't she? Her from the SS, I saw her car.
She wants to talk to you.
Does she now? I wonder why.
She wants to help her. I wouldn't hurt just to talk to them. If it meant getting the kids back.
I'm getting worried. That's what it's all about, and the bloody well should be, you know. We're going to see a solicitor tomorrow. I'll bring the citizen's advice and give us the number of this bloke. He sounds all right. What's your alarm clock doing on the floor? Against the law what they're doing. You can't just take kids off their parents. Everybody knows that.
They've tested our James. They're saying he's been abused and all.
I'm not going to give you any crap. It's like I said yesterday on the phone. This is the first time I've had to deal with anything like this. I'm still finding my feet. I did try to get through to this Dr. Allen, but it seems she's a very busy person. It seems there's an epidemic of child abuse at the moment.
All we want is the kids back home with us.
I'm doing my very best to get it sorted, believe me. I did speak to a friend of mine who dealt with a similar sort of case, and it seems that because this is a civil matter, it's down to a balance of probability. Now, in their eyes, it's probable that you did it, Steve.
But I didn't.
They think it's probable that you did. If criminal charges were brought, it would be different. They'd have to then prove beyond reasonable doubt. Do you follow what I'm saying?
What about them examining our James when I told them we weren't to touch him? I mean, that isn't right, is it?
I can understand you being angry about it. I'd be furious if it happened to my kid, but apparently they are within their rights.
So what do we do?
They've now got 28 days to apply to the court for an interim care order.
What then?
Well, I suppose there'll be a court hearing eventually.
Eventually?
These things have a habit of dragging on. Don't worry about it, though. We'll get it sorted.
Is that you, James? Oh, hello, Pep. Are you all right?
His hand won't come out of the pocket.
Won't it now? Are you all right?
Yeah, we've got a dog.
Have you?
Yeah.
I'll go and get us some ice cream.
Are you all right?
Where's Dad?
He's gone off to look for a job. Are you sure you're all right?
They keep asking me funny questions.
Just tell them the truth.
I told them the only person who's ever touched me down there were the doctors.
It'll be all right. Have you been a good girl now?
I didn't wet the bed.
Buenas tardes, son.
We finished, Nance.
Well, they look happy enough, don't they?
They always did.
No one wants to hurt you, Linda.
I don't know what I'm meant to do. All I want is them back.
Linda, they believe that Steve did it. And as long as he's living in your house, they can't let the children home.
So you're telling us to leave him? Split up the family? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not telling you to do anything. But as long as they believe that any of your children are at risk, they can't stay with you. Any of your children. Do you understand me?
No. You can't do that. You can't take me baby away. Oh, no, not me baby.
They've taken her in. She's gone into labour.
Oh. wife's having a burn.
Come on, out.
You break me friggin' arm.
I'll break your friggin' neck.
Linda!
You're here again.
Linda!
Come on.
Oh, my God. Linda, me wife. Bastard! Linda! Linda! You bastard! You bastards! I'll have you! I'm stopping here! I'm not going nowhere! You hear me? That's my wife in there! I'm stopping here! Bastards. Bastards. I am stopping here! Hey, no, come on. No, no, don't be silly.
Criminal damages. Thought we'd save the window clean on a job.
First names?
Stephen Joseph.
Stephen Joseph. Surname?
Unwin.
Unwin.
That leave my cigs in here.
I think Bob took them. Address?
Cheeky swine.
Where do you live?
14 Harrison Drive.
14 Harrison Drive. Anyway, I thought you were supposed to be stopping. Occupation?
Unemployed.
It's a filthy bloody habit if you ask me. Unemployed. Date of birth?
May the 11th, 1958.
Right then, empty your pockets, put everything on there, loose change the lot. Now you want to get yourself a pipe, man. Smoke a bit of decent baggy. What's the time for rest?
17:20. No, I've tried that. The wife cannot stand the smell till it's either her or the pipe.
Right then, you'll have your photograph and your fingerprints taken, and then we'll put it on there. Oh, lad, put it on there.
No, you're not having that, no.
Come on, it's only a photograph.
It's mine. You're not taking this office. It's not having it. It's mine. Look, what can I tell you to make you believe it? I wouldn't do it. I mean, look at them. How could I do that to them? I love them. And me family. Me family, for Christ's sakes. You've got to help me. Please. Please, somebody's got to help me. Oh, sweet Jesus, somebody's got to help me. Oh.
How do you feel now? Any calmer? It might help you to know that you're not on your own in this situation. 5 other children were taken into care at the weekend. Another 2, including your daughter, were taken into care on Tuesday.
Are you higher than them?
Sorry?
You being a police doctor, does that make you more important than them at the hospital? Can you help us get me kids back?
Shouldn't think so. I can ask them if they'll let me give a second opinion, but I wouldn't hold out much hope.
I don't understand it.
No. Nor do I.
I want to call her Dawn.
She's lovely. I'm going away for a bit. You'll be all right. I just, well, I got your washer. 30 quid, that's all. Your dad'll have to plumb it in for you. Just tell them what they want to know. Just as long as you get the kids back, that's all.